Hi, I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to show you how to play 7 Dragons. It's ages 6 and up, 2 to 5 players, and it takes 10 to 30 minutes. Let me show you how to play. The goal of the game is to get 7 dragons of the same color touching in order according to whatever your goal is. That should be a secret from all of the other players. So I would start out with the gold dragons. I want those in a chain of 7 in order to win. There are different rules depending on the age level or the ability level of whoever you're playing with. It's very easy. It's in the rules. They have adjustments for preschoolers, ages 5 and 6, 6 plus. I'm going to show you the full-fledged rules today, but just know it's really easy to take out different aspects if you don't want to use them for whoever you're playing with. For game setup, you're going to deal a goal card out to each player. We have a 3-player game going here. And then there are 5 goals. You put the extra goals out in between the other goals. They still matter for the game. There are certain cards that can make them rotate or you can trade. And these ones are in the works for that. So they're still out on the table. And each player is dealt 3 cards face down. The oldest player goes first. We'll say that's me right here. And all you do on your turn is you draw a card and you play a card. You start out with the silver dragon in the center, and essentially it's a wild card at the beginning. It is any color you want it to be. It does change throughout the game though, and I'll show you how that works. And because my secret goal is gold dragon, I am going to just play a nice gold dragon to the size. Clearly you need more space than this, but I want to have it as close as possible for demonstration. And I'm going to place the gold dragon, and that's it. My turn is over. It goes clockwise. The next person gets to go. They draw a card, and their secret goal is blue dragon. And now the rules for placing dragons is that you can place them. We're going to place this one. You can place them right side up. You can place them upside down, but you can't place them where they don't fit exactly right. This wouldn't work. It has to still be lined up correctly. And you note how only the gold dragon only matches with part of this. As long as it matches a part of anything it's connecting to, you're fine. So we'll go ahead and have them place it right here. And then it's on to the next player's turn. They draw a card. There are a few special things that can happen with placing cards. They have some action cards. I'll show how those work here in a second. I'm going to try to find a nice card. Oh, here we go. So they can rig it. We'll say instead of getting whatever, this one, they're going to get this one. There is a rule that if you are able to place a card where multiple different dragons match, then you get a bonus card because of that. And so now, instead of having a hand of just 3 cards, they have a hand of 4 cards from now on. It can't be 2 of the same dragon, which means if you had a setup where, we'll put another dragon here. If we had it like this, and this player had placed another yellow dragon in this corner. I don't want to place this one because it'll match too many things. Here, we'll have it. If they had placed, instead of this one, if they'd placed this one here, it matches here and here, but that's the same dragon. So you wouldn't get a bonus card for that. So it has to be where 2 different colors are coming together. You get a bonus color. And if you were extra fancy and they were able to place that in here, and they got to place this in, that's 1, 2, 3 different colors that matches, so you get 2 bonus cards. And if they were really impressive and got it so there were 4 different dragons that matched, then you would get 3 extra cards. So that it's I've never played a game where 4 different colors matched, but 2 comes up upon occasion, and it's really helpful to have another card in your hands. So let's see, we'll just say that we'll leave it at this, because I think this is where we had it after the 3rd player. And then now it's this person's turn, and there are some different things that can happen for actions and to your goal cards. But first of all, let's talk about the rainbow dragon. The rainbow dragon is special. So if this person drew the rainbow dragon on their turn and chose to play it, this is simultaneously all of the colors of the rainbow. Nothing can happen to change this. This isn't yellow because it's been connected to this. They can put any color they want on their turn. This would be completely legal because this is rainbow, so this is fine, even though if this was not here, they would have had to play this against the green spot in order to play it. You also don't get bonuses for playing against a rainbow dragon. They don't get to say, oh, I placed it against the green, and this one you don't earn. That doesn't contribute to drawing a bonus card. And if this, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dragons in a row, because right now this is like a rainbow dragon. So yellow, me, is doing really well. But the rainbows are simultaneously, there's 1, 2 green in a row, there's 1, 2 red in a row. So it's not like it's reserved for one player, it's for everybody. Then we have the action cards. And the actions, you do what they say. So if this person's done, it's this person's turn. If they draw one of these cards, they can trade hands with somebody. And when they discard this card, you first, for the actions in the final level, first you declare what, if you're using the action, you say, I'm trading hands. And so they've drawn it. They should have had an extra card because they had 4 cards. So sorry, I don't know. They should have had 4 cards in their hand because they'd done that really nice move earlier. So they have 4 cards. They say, I want to trade hands, which isn't really that great for them because they're trading their 4-card hand for a 3-card hand. They pick whoever they want to trade hands with, trade hands. Then after performing the action, you get to discard it. And now this center dragon is no longer rainbow. It is the black dragon is the color of it. So it no longer connects, it no longer counts as yellow. If you place a card from here, you look at this and you say, this is the black dragon. This is the trickiest part of this game to get used to at the beginning. So when it comes around to this person and it's their turn again, and I have some actions saved off to the side, so that's why I'm pulling from this side instead of here. If it's this person's turn, they can't place this here like this on their turn because this is a black dragon now because of this. They can do this if they want. They can connect here, but from then on, and it's okay that this is connected to it. If it's already placed, it's fine. There's a few other actions, so it's the same thing works if you play a different action. So here, this player has rotate goals. And if you declare what the action is, you first hold it out if you're doing it, and then the goals get rotated, including the ones that nobody has. So you trade them around clockwise. Everybody has a new goal. There's new goals off to the side. And then you choose to discard it off to the top of the stack. And now this is a blue dragon. So it's okay that the other ones are placed beside it, but it's blue now, and any new dragons you place there have to be blue, and it doesn't count as a rainbow. He only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow dragons in a row. Okay, we're on to the next person. I have here, I'll put my other action cards on top. You draw from the pile, then take your turn. Another action is choosing to zap a card. And if they want to perform the action, they zap a card. You pick any one that still allows it to be contiguous. So they could zap yellow if they wanted to and discard it. If they like this stain at the color it was, they don't want to change the color, then you perform the action and you discard this to the bottom of the stack. So it is, you've performed the action, you've zapped a card, but this is still blue. You can look through the discard pile, but you cannot change the order because it matters for consulting back and making sure you know what color the silver dragon currently is. Then this person takes their turn, they draw, and maybe they like their goal, they don't want to trade goals, so you can ignore the action on these cards, but you can take the color. So then if you want to just take the color and you don't want to trade goals, which is what it sounds like, they can just pick somebody to trade with, including these ones off to the side, then you just take it and put it on top of the discard pile without performing the action, and now this is a gold dragon. And then the final action, the fifth action, will have this person go ahead and draw it on their turn because I rigged it. You can move a card. So we'll say they take the action. They're going to take the action. They want to move the card. We'll go ahead and have them move the rainbow over here. You can reorient it. You could put it if it was like one of these. Let's say it had been built out a little bit further and it was like this, and you just wanted, or if it was like this and they just wanted to switch it and put it like this, you can just twist it on the same spot if you can still place it there. So that's allowed, but it is what you think it is. You just move the card wherever you want. And we'll say, again, they're going to choose to not change the color. They're okay with it being gold. And then you just discard it on the bottom. And so that's the trickiest bit. If you're doing things with this impacting the action cards, how that impacts the silver dragon and choosing to use the color or not, it's really the trickiest part of this game. You don't have to use it. If you don't want to, you can just leave that part out and have this be a rainbow. If you want to play just a little bit simpler. And then you just keep on going until somebody has 7 in a row, and then that person wins. And if there's something where it happens to be a tie, they place a rainbow dragon down, and then 2 players have 7 in a row. It's whoever's turn it is. They place the card down, and then they would be the winner for the game. So that's how to play 7 dragons. Did you know that dragon eyes are modeled after cat eyes? True fact. Thank you, Meg, for being my model for this. The target demographic for 7 dragons is everyone. I love that they have adjustments in the rules for preschoolers. My 4-year-old had a blast playing with those rules. But then we did have her play with the full adult rules, and with a little bit of help, she was able to do okay, but you can just adjust it to whatever the level of game your group is going for, which is really lovely. The rule complexity is medium just because there's a few little bits in there that are a little bit tricky to figure out the first time, like the when you get to draw an extra card or what exactly is going on with the silver dragon. But it's enough to keep it interesting, and it's not at all difficult once you've played it once or twice. How competitive is this game? It's medium. People have specialty cards that are able to undo actions that you've done, and there's a bit of trading of goals around the board. But the beauty of it being such a quick, easy game is it's the type that you set up and you play a few rounds of. So even if somebody gets a bunch of specialty cards and they're able to do a bunch one round, then the tables can turn the next time and somebody can have really good cards and be able to do it back to them the next time. So it's easy to play a few rounds, which is ideal for a game of this type. The replay value is high because of this. It's the type of game that, between how easy it is to play and the theme, everybody loves dragons, is the type that people just tend to go for when it's time for a nice little card game, and this is perfect for that. Similar games, if you like this one, this was created by the makers of Flux, which is a nice little card game with shifting rules and shifting goals. So it's kind of has the same general feel, and they have a ton of different versions of that. So just pick your theme that you like, and there is a Flux card game for that. And also Magic Dragons. If you just are all in on the dragons, it's a nice little card game that's maybe just has a little bit more going on than this one, but is another great choice. But we've been loving 7 Dragons, and you should check it out. Thanks, and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.